Hi everyone, it's April with Hair 101 and I wanted to talk to you about the difference between booth rent and commission. If you have just graduated school and you're wondering what is going to be best for you, I just wanted to explain the differences between the two of them. So booth rent, you are essentially your own boss. You own that section of the salon. That chair is something that you're renting from the salon owner. So you are making your own hours usually, and the salon that I worked in even gave us a key to the salon so we could come in whenever we wanted and do hair, and we were renting out that salon. So it was almost like there were 7 or 8 different owners of the salon, even though there was one real owner that we all had to report to, and if there were any problems we would go to her and she would like keep track of everything and make sure everyone's paying their booth rent. And then she also did have a manager that made sure that everyone was keeping their stations clean and everything was not being stolen or whatever. But it's pretty much you were your own boss. You made your own hours, you kept track of your own clientele, you made your own prices. Everyone there had different prices. And so that is what I did, and I did it straight out of beauty school, and I don't think that that's very common because I think it's really scary for people. Because you just graduated, you might have some school loan debt. You might be scared that you can't build your clientele fast enough and that you'll be losing money every month. There's a lot of fears that can keep you from doing it that way. But the other option is well, I guess there's like 3 options. The other couple options, one of them would be just to go and get a job at like a Great Clips, like a franchise haircutting place. And there you would be just considered an employee. I know many of them don't do appointments. Some of them do, and you can do requests and appointments. So one of them, I know that I had a friend work there and she said that they don't make appointments and you can't request someone. It's just walk-in only and you get what you get. Just so that I think that they do that so that there's no ownership of clients, because as soon as you leave there, you don't have any clients. So you would be just an employee of the store. And then the other option that is a little bit more, you have a little bit more responsibility and you can have requests and clients, and would be the commission salons. And most of the time in commission salons, the salon sets the price for the services, and then when you do a service on someone, say you were to do a haircut for $30, they would take a percentage of that haircut. And then you would be paying booth rent slowly only if you were doing haircuts. So if you sat in the salon all day and nobody came in and you didn't have any appointments, you didn't make any money, but you didn't lose any money either. In booth rent, if you were doing that, you would be losing money because you had paid for that day to rent your chair. And if you don't make anything, you still have to pay rent for that month or that day, whatever. So it can be a little bit scary, but in commission salons, a lot of them won't let you take your clientele if you decide to leave. If you decide you needed to switch your salon or move it to your home or locations, once you leave, you're starting over again, which can be really scary, especially if you have built a good clientele base at that place. So I felt for me, the best decision was to do booth rent. I found a salon that I liked, and I had a friend that was already working there that got me excited to work there even more, and it was close to where I lived, and it was booth rent. And mostly they didn't do any commission. I think that if you came in, a lot of salons will do both. If you come in and it's a booth rent salon and you say, well, can I just try commission for a little while? Sometimes the owner will work with you and let you do that and then eventually switch over to booth rent if they're really nice. And the owner of my salon was really nice. She's great. So she would allow that to happen sometimes, but most of the time everyone was just booth rent. And the secret to success with booth rent, I think, with me anyway, I feel like I built a clientele within like 3 months. I was busy and I had requests coming back and my books were full. And that is very, very, very quick. I think that most average growth for if you're starting out in booth rent would maybe take you 6 months to start having a solid clientele. And I feel like the reason why it was so fast, you don't have to be the best. You have to be dependable. And I think that that's more important than being the best at first. If you go you're right out of school, of course you're not the best. If you're right out of school, you need to have some confidence in order to know I can do this. And you need to keep your thoughts positive because that can really, really help. But the biggest thing I felt that helped me is that I would go to the salon and get there at like 8 a.m. and I would sit there literally until like 6 at night. All day. I would leave to maybe go and grab some lunch or to run an errand every once in a while, but for most of the time, I was pretty much just sitting there, answering phones for other people that were busy working, just folding towels, sweeping the floor. If you're bored out of your mind, just find something to clean. I promise you, you can find some hair in the corners to clean up. But mostly just being there, because if you're there and everyone else is busy and you're just sitting there and someone walks in the door, you're gonna get that walk-in. That's going to be your future client. You're gonna sit them in the chair and do a great job for them. Make sure that you just connect with them, give them a great cut, the best cut you can do, even if it's not the best cut. If it's okay, they're gonna come back to you, and then the next time they come in, they're probably going to request you if you did something a little bit special for them. Maybe you gave them an extra long massage when you gave them a shampoo, or you made sure their hair was nice and styled and you got the hair off their neck. Little things like that, just the details can make the difference between when they come in next time, they're like, I'm gonna go to that person again. So those are two big things. Make sure you're just there. And I didn't have any kids yet, and I was just straight out of college. And so I think that that really helped. And I know that this is not for everyone. For sure, if I were to be in this situation now and I graduated with little kids, I wouldn't be able to just go to a salon and sit there for 12 hours. But if you are able to do that and you find a way to do that, bring a book, crochet, whatever you do, just clean, like I said, that's going to help you be successful if you decide to try booth rent. When you're doing booth rent, you can run your own promotions. I would do a referral program. So every time, you can even print out a little card. You give it to your client the first time you do their hair, and you can tell them, if you refer a friend to me for a haircut 3 times, your next haircut's free. So if they did 3 referrals, your next haircut's free. If they were to get 5 clients referred to me, then I would give them a cut and a color the next time for free. So I had entire families coming to me because I would have a lady come in and I would do her hair, and then all of a sudden her daughter would come in and say, my mom referred me. That's one on her mom's card, and then I'd give her a card, and then they were just referring all of their family and friends. And that really helped build my clientele too. And it was not a big deal to give away a free cut and color to someone that had brought me 5 new clients. That's really not a big deal. You shouldn't be afraid to do deals like that. That helps a lot. And what else? You can also just run promotions. You can do your own coupons when you're booth rent. You do have to check with the salon. These are some questions, good questions to even ask when you're checking out booth rent salons, because you'll want to go in and meet with the owner and some of the stylists to make sure that it's a place that you feel comfortable and you feel like it's a safe place to work and you would enjoy the company of the people around you. That's really important. So yeah, those are my tips if you are interested in trying booth rent. If you are really scared of that and it's just too much to try, then you can try to find a salon. I would suggest trying to find a salon that does commission that can transfer over to booth rent, because it just, to me, to lose unless you're just planning on going to a commission salon, I'm like, oh, I'll just stay here forever. Which, even if you say that, you're probably not going to just stay there forever, because that's kind of unrealistic. You don't know what the future is going to hold for you. So it's a little scary to me to suggest to just go somewhere that you're just an employee, and as soon as you walk out the door to go on to something new, it's over and you're starting all over again. Yes, it's true. You probably did earn, or you probably did gain some knowledge, which is very helpful. If you still feel like you're not in a place where you can even go on and do hair with being confident enough, then that might be somewhere you do want to work for maybe a year just to get a little bit of confidence. But then just know and be mentally prepared that as soon as you leave, you're starting all the way over. So I would encourage you to be daring and try booth rent somewhere. And like what I did, I had the booth rent at the salon, and then once I had a very, very stable clientele and I started having kids, I moved the salon to my house and I was able to take all of my clients with me. I was able to call all of them and say, this is my address, this is my phone number, this is how you make appointments now, this is, if you want to come to me still, it's at my house. And I would not have been able to do that had I done franchise or a commission salon. So I'm very, very glad that I did that, and I think that it worked out really good for me. But I'm not saying one way is right and one way is wrong. I'm just saying keep these in mind when you're deciding what to do with your career. And to those of you that think that it's too scary, I think that you just need to believe in yourself a little bit more. You don't have to give the very best haircut every time. People will come back to you if they like your personality and if they think you're fun, and they can even see potential. If it's a pretty good cut, but there's a few little things that they'd want adjusted, they'll probably come back to you and ask you to adjust those little things, and you will learn how to evolve to their hair, and it will become natural to you. And then like every time you do their hair, it will just be a little bit easier and a little bit more natural. So don't give up, don't think negatively about yourself, and just keep cutting, and make sure that you guys are always keeping your thoughts positive, because that really does matter. All right, so I hope this video helped you, and I am so excited because guess what, guys? This whole month is my month. It's April now, and I'm so happy in this month because the weather is warmer here in Utah and all of the trees bloom, and it's my birthday month, and it's like April Fool's Day today. I mean, how fun is that? This is the best day of the year for me. It is. I'm gonna go prank everyone I know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, give me a thumbs up for April, because it's April. And if you're watching this video and it's not April, then give me a thumbs up, because when I filmed it, it was in April. Yeah, that's how creative I am. Oh yeah, and I feel like I tried to do my hair different again today, even though I already did like 5 different ways to do my hair. I did it like, I tried to do like the presidential hair. Vote for me for president. What do you guys think? It's just really, I just use like a really big round brush. So hopefully you vote for me. Give me a thumbs up, and don't be afraid to try booth rent. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.